Boer Prophet, Siener van Rensburg, Part 15, Visions of Siener, by CP Nieuwenhuizen, April 1916. If this is the first time you see one of these videos, please watch previous videos to understand what this is all about, especially Part 1. If you have watched all the previous videos, you will start to see patterns emerge, and one can start to decipher the visions to some extent. Please note, all interpretations provided are those by the person mentioned, and that I do not do any interpretations myself. Let's begin with 1 April 1916. Vision number 207. Siener sees. The man with the grey clothes comes to me. The bucket is empty. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. It's God's messenger. God himself supports the Afrikaner people. Famine. 3 April 1916. Vision number 208. Siener sees. The shining saw in the west. Then I saw a table. From the west, a large cloth appears, which is overlaid with lace. Then plates and utensils appeared, placed on it. On the west side, there is a heap of chaff. When it is moved, then there was also wheat in between. Then a floor came into view, and then the wheat was clean on the floor. On the north side, there is corn, and the corn becomes clean. It splits apart. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. God begins to bring the West to understanding or insight. A table at which to eat. Western Europe. Cloth, tablecloth. Neat, in good taste. The festive table is set. There is still a lot of misunderstanding. And gets insight. The West starts to understand the situation. Then comes a lot of understanding. All chaff, the misunderstanding, will disappear. There is corn, food. Understanding without chaff. It splits apart. The information is spread to others. 4 April 1916, vision number 209, Siener sees. A wooded hill, and on the other side there is a deep ditch. When I got to the ditch, then it became shallow. On the northeast side is a long hole of water. Then a ditch came by, and then the water rose in the ditch like a river that fills up. There is some danger. From the west side, water comes down. It seems to come from an old house. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Rhodesia, now Namibia. Division, big problems. But we solved the problems. Mozambique, long, bad publicity. The whole bad situation. Problems pop up. Dissension. Publicity inflates the problem until it becomes like a full river. A dangerous situation, but it's not serious. We get back into the news. It comes from an old negotiation or old negotiations. Tracts, maybe with the rebels of 1914. 6 April 1916. Vision number 210. Siener sees. A well that is covered with tin sheets. Then a clean well appears. Then there was fog. On the northwest side, people stand on a hill. And then a thick fire comes out from behind them, and they disappear. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. A troubled position. A troubled position, but a clean case. Things happen in secret. In Angola. Good view. Heavy war, a civil war, and disappears. 6 April 1916, vision number 211, Siener sees. Then a thick fire came out from behind them, and then they disappeared. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. See previous vision of 6 April 1916. 7 April 1916. Vision number 212, Siener sees, the yard is empty, and it is light. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Prisoners are gone. A situation is cleared up. 8 April 1916, vision number 213, Siener sees, the wire gate is gone. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Gate is gone means some kind of release. 9 April 1916, vision number 214, Siener sees, the dish is rinsed out. People taking aim with rifles. A new veldschoen emerges on a plank floor. The books in the office and the roll of papers lying under it. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Dishes that are cleaned indicate a threatening attitude or murders and riots. New veldschoen is a new government that comes to power. Note that this is not an Afrikaner government. Government books, mismanagement, hidden from the books, the rolls of paper under the book. 10 April 1916, vision number 215, Siener sees, a tap from which clean water streams, a man who has black cloth around his body, someone who is walking fast. We're out there and H. Williams is behind us. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Some kind of source of news, a plentiful stream of truth. The black cloth, a man who mourns. Out of jail quick. H. Williams observes what happens with us. 12 April 1916, vision number 216, Siener sees. The big door opens and we're there in town. And I'm on a tram. I come to a road and the reins come to me. From a horse cart with 2 chestnut horses. Fire that burns. Then the people complained of the cold. Then they packed dung. And then the fire came here to set it on fire. I see I'm in my house and the little boy is standing by me. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Life after prison, some kind of policy, management, governance is given to the Afrikaner folk. From a country with 2 leaders, chestnut horses, but not true Afrikaners. Chestnut is not brown horses. Some kind of discord, a cold war. Dungfire means riots. Communism. Communism is coming to us. And a revolution, the igniting of riots here. 15 April 1916, vision number 217, Siener sees. We are wearing new shirts. The grey cat has caught a mouse. The cups are empty and washed out. The interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. The grey cat caught a mouse. It's some kind of prison scene. 17 April 1916, vision number 218, Siener sees. The pot is washed and clean. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. It's a prison scene. 18 April 1916, vision number 219, Siener sees. H. van Rensburg, with his bag in his hand, is out there. The others come out after him. The blankets are rolled up. A woman who dies. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. On the way home. Some kind of prison scene. A famous folk hero who dies. 20 April 1916, vision number 220, Siener sees. The cattle with the long horns disappear. A large room with a brown floor in which there are many chairs. A woman who walks a long distance. A black man wearing a band comes running. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. People who look very dangerous, but they disappear. Tricameral Parliament. Note, not Veldschoen Afrikaner Parliament. Only the floor is Afrikaner colour. Many delegates. A long-standing nation. The black man, literally, comes with a necklace, who wants to be included. 21 April 1916, vision number 221, Siener sees people who bustle, and the basket is empty. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl, people who are unsettled or worried, and there's no more faith. 22 April 1916, vision number 222, Siener sees an Englishman comes in the door. The fort's embankment is gone. The clouds come over. I put on my black veldschoens. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Many English are appointed to positions. The bulwark is gone. Our defense collapses. Impending trouble comes upon us. A black interim rule over Afrikaners. 24 April 1916, vision number 223. Siener sees, I put on my brown pants. The ditch becomes clean. I'm on the train. I see the water and the bridge over it. The well at the bridge sinks away. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. The Afrikaner comes to insight. Problems. Division disappears. On the way, they are moving. Media fraud, indoctrination, etc. They gain insight into a situation, but it's avoided. Some kind of danger at the bridging, a disillusionment, and then it disappears. 26 April 1916, vision number 224. Siener sees the doors are open and the people are going out. I'm sitting in the front of a cart that's been packed up. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Free movement of the people. Everything is opened. People go away. Wagon of the folk, which is packed, in its way, and it's ready. 27 April 1916, vision number 225, Siener sees. The world is grey in Europe. Yellow corn cobs lie scattered, and the grass is tall and green. A ditch, and I walk along the ditch. Then it becomes shallow, and then there was grass in the ditch. Then carts came, and behind the carts it became clean. The English come with a sharp angle. I see blue stones, and they change into people. Great inclement weather is approaching. In the northeast are people with slack-edged hats that have patterned bands. The little papers are with me. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Ominous. It's a bad situation. Spreading of food, money, influence, problems. Afrikaners also have problems. Problems are resolved. Forget it. Weapons of war. War clears it up. German stones, major threat. Mobilize, ready for war. Document with Afrikaner folk. 29 April 1916, vision number 226, Siener sees. The grass is green. Blesbok and Hartbeest, who can't get away. There is a dark fog. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. It's summertime. Something is trapped, and there is a threat in secret. 30 April 1916, vision number 227, Siener sees. My blanket goes home, and it is laid down on my bed. Clear water spills over a small bucket. Baths, one after the other, and something that looks like a pontoon. The water comes through. Birds that sit down and then they become springboks. A man with a black hat and a black band lying with him. Interpretation by Nelly van Zyl. Our homes need to be protected during this time, including our possessions. True or good news, spread in sufficient quantity. The situation becomes very clear. Ships, fleets, ships that look like a pontoon, aircraft carriers, warship. News seeps through. Skydivers, government soldiers, murder. See previous predictions regarding necklace murders, car tires. Only tires remain. This concludes this session of visions that Siener van Rensburg had during April of 1916. Please do subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be notified when the next video is uploaded. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.